気長にな。
問題ございません。早急に終わらせて戻ってまいります。
国を一つ滅ぼすのに大した自信だな。
Oh my god. Confidence in to destroy a nation. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to that time I got reincarnated as a slime, season 2, episode 16. Yep, 16. The Congress dances. Last episode, Ramiris came with her dire warning, but then we don't know what the warning is. Like, we didn't go into more detail about that. Then the meeting went on. Now they've basically set up relations, I guess, with Herald's kingdom. Herald's kingdom and whatnot. And now they also came up with a plan on how to tell the world that Rimuru is now a demon lord and how Veldora is, like, back and all of that. So yeah, now they're gonna go after Clayman, and then Clayman apparently is being controlled by somebody, even though he doesn't know that he's being controlled by somebody. And yeah, so that's what happened this episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Diplomatic relations. Oh, it wasn't over? She's up. She's awake? Exactly. Wait a second. This reminds me. Okay. Haha.
ところでさ、お前たち何しに来たの？
ラミリス様、このようなことをしている場合ではございません。ここに来た目的を思い出してください。
だから、私はね、運命の出会いをしたわけよ。
My destiny.
おいラミリス、そのヒロインが誰とくっつくかばらされたくなかったら、さっさと来た目的を言え。はい。
Oh my god, this manga stuff is just like.
この国、テンペストは滅亡する。
Working with purpose.
驚いた？
いや、それはもういいよ。
まあ、とは言っても、私もテンペストの滅亡なんて望んでないわけ。
なんで滅亡するんだ？
慌てないで、落ち着いて。
別に慌ててないが。
魔王クレイマンの提案でね。
クレイマンだと。
Oh, she's a demon lord.
王たちの宴のことよ。
Okay.
全ての魔王が集う特別な会合。
魔王が集いし、その日を西方聖教会がワルプルギスと命名したそうですよ。
あ
あ。私だって暇じゃないし、戦争なんて面倒な真似したくないじゃん。
お前は暇そうだが。
今回クレイマンに賛同したのはクレイ、それからミリム。
ミリムか。
He's being controlled.
魔王を名乗っちゃったわけ。
後悔も反省もしてないぞ。
いろいろと面倒が起きると思うけど、それだけの実力があるなら大丈夫じゃない？
うん。
誰よあんたたち。
カリオン配下の三獣士の皆さんだ。
だけど私に怒ってもしょうがないじゃない。禁条約を破り、ミューランとかいう魔人がクレイマンの配下だってことをあんたにバラしたんでしょ。
それで俺がミューランを殺したというのか。
たちに出撃を命じたみたいだし。
出撃？すでに動き出しているというわけか。クレイマンめ、思っていた以上に抜け目がないな。ミューランを殺してないんだから。
どういう意味？
どういう意味？
デタラメを言っているってことさ。
その証拠はあるわけ？
There goes Mira right there.
ミューランです。
は
？She doesn't get it. Don't strain yourself, you won't get it.
クレイマン、私まで騙そうとして。
He did fool you.
だってラミリス、騙されたりしないわよ。
He did fool you.
こんなにかけて。
In the name of my grandma.
ごめんなさいよ。誰が待ってんよ、失礼ね。
何かにあっさりと影響を受けている。
Oh my
な
gosh.
あラミリス、あの魔王はどう動くと思う？
知らないわよ。
ワルプルギスはいつだ？正確な日時はわかるか？
No.
1、2、3日後の新月の夜だね。
すぐだな。
私のベレッタがどうなるか不安じゃん。
心配してくださってありがとうございます。
私はあんたに味方することに決めたから来てあげたってわけよ。
Oh my god, he's got so many dementors on his side.
いいじゃん、細かいことは気にしない気にしない。
俺は気にするし、お前も気にしろよ。
じゃあ続きを待った。おいこら
Oh my god.
自分でできるって。
私たちに払わせてください。
Okay.
トライアさんも来てるのか。なんか向こう楽しそうだな。
I thought it was Muran, so it wasn't. So it was Traya? Oh my gosh.
我が国とテンペストの間に街道を作って直線で結べば行き来がしやすくなるかと思いますが、いかがですか？
あるだよ。それは虫が良すぎるというものだぞ。
ドワーフ王国までの街道整備は全て俺たちが行ったと思うのだが、街道の件はこちらで引き受けてもいい。ただし街道上の警備及び宿屋の運営も任せてもらいたい。
ただしその通行税に関しては何年かに一度の交渉権は認めてほしいものです。
オッケー、それで行こう。
Oh, she's the queen of spirits. That's why. Oh my goodness. It took me forever. Ay, ay, ay.
あんた、食べないの？
He's just there lounging around reading manga.
だからリムル、私もここに住むことにしたってわけ。
だから勝手に決めるなって。住んでいる場所も違うし、お前の相手だけをしていられないんだ。
ゲージゲージゲージ。
お願い申し上げます。
おお、分かった。考えておくよ。
ほんと？さすがリムル、話がわかるわね。
ところでシオン、捕虜の取り調べを行っていたそうだが、何か情報は得られたのか？
もちろんですとも、リムル様。
They were supposed to.
取り調べ？尋問？というか、情報は喋っていたぜ。
Whatever it was. What was it?
でもあれは取り調べではなかったわ。
Okay.
尋問と呼ぶのもおこがましい何かだったけど。江戸の夜？江戸
マリス王では？
はい、その商人が我が国の絹織物なんかを持ち込み、王の欲を刺激したのだそうです。
その商人の正体はわかるのか？御用商人とか？
そこまでは申し訳ございません。その名は元凶はニコニコプ。元凶はニコラウス・シュペルタス枢機卿です。
まだ西方正教会と交渉する余地があるかもしれないな。
ならば、俺が揺さぶりをかけてみましょう。
そして我らがサリオンも正式にテンペストとの国交樹立を宣言し、他の国々が興味を持つようなことになれば、西方正教会だって部活には動け。
で、エドマリス王、レイヒム大司祭、あと一人は誰だ？
Did you forget?
怯えていた男ですね。
By terror. Who was seized by terror?
どんな感じのやつだった？野放しにしても大丈夫そうか？
何の問題にもならぬ小物でした。人間にしてはそれなりに魔法を操れたようですが。
名前は？
ラーメンです。
Oh my gosh.
そういえばもう何年もラーメンを食べてないんだよな。
What's a
とい
ramen?
えばファルムスには魔人ラーゼンがいましたね。
英雄ラーゼンか。
にして英知の魔人と呼ばれる男ですね。魔法を極めし男、一度戦ってみたいと思っていたんだ。
シオン、そいつはラーメンって間違いないんだな。
多分ですが若造でした。そうです。
どういうことだ？
Yeah, they don't know that he can. Okay.
精神系魔法の秘技を用いれば。
じゃあまさかラーメンって。
ラーゼンです。捕虜の名前。
はい、確定。
稀有な人間だったのに。
そんな奴を一周してたとはさすがの実力だな。
Look at him looking proud.
ヨム、ディアブロも連れて行け。俺たちはクレイマンを相手に戦争を起こす。ヨムたちの支援に誰をつけるか悩んでいたが、お前なら適任だ。頼んだぞ。
おお、承知しました。
気長にな。
問題ございません。早急に終わらせて戻ってまいります。
国を一つ滅ぼすのに大した自信だな。
Oh my god. Confidence in the destroyed nation.
ラミリス君の知らせで俺が狙われているということが分かった。えへん。
さすがはラミリス様です。
そうえ。クレイマンの軍勢の動きを報告してくれ。
は、軍勢は。
Oh my god, is this one telepathy thing?
こいつが指揮官か。
Who's that?
中士のヤムザです。
Middle finger?
はい。クレイマンの配下でも特に強いもの
は
本指と。
And you're the.
薬師でした。
Aww.
ヤムザは氷結の力を秘めた魔剣をクレイマンから与えられ、卑怯で残忍で悪徳を極めたような男ですが、実力だけは本物。5本指最強の魔人です。
なるほどな。
Okay.
だがそこまで恐れる必要はなさそうだ。
変です。
ああ、そうだな。クレイマンの狙いはこの町と違うのではないか。
Eurazania.
獣王国か。
ユーラザニアが狙いだっていうのか。
一体何のために。
はい。ただしその手段は稚拙であり、
It's meant
不
to
正
be
確な
much.
推論にて、獣王国
The
ユーラ
light
ザ
of
ニアの
life.
生命の灯火を借り尽くすつもりなのでしょう。
Inaccurate inference? Huh?
避難民を皆殺しにして真なる魔王に覚醒するつもりだろう。
クレイマンの軍勢は2日もあればユーラザニアに到達すると思われます。
さあ、今から戻っても間に合わね
え。Don't worry,
後手に
you.
回ってしまったか。
Okay.
クレイマンめ。
When I said don't worry, I was thinking that they were gonna use. Excuse me. You know how Rimuru is like instantly transport himself someplace? You know, it's not like everybody has that ability. Can he use it to transport everybody there? Well, with his reaction, I don't think he can. Oh, yeah. I just started remembering, like, it just came to me, the picture sort of like blurred of the two prisoners, and you only see sort of like their heads, so you can only imagine how the rest of their bodies look like. So clearly it wasn't an interrogation, it was torture. In her report, she was getting the names wrong, and like, oh my goodness. And you hear, like, when Rimuru gave her the order to get information from them, and then he's like thinking, and he's like, okay, you know what, let me send the other two, Yom and Muran, to sort of like keep an eye on her or whatever, but clearly they didn't do anything. Oh my god. But each time she gets a name wrong, they corrected her and all of that. And at one point, Diablo was like so happy that she got things wrong. And when I see they're both like secretaries, and just seeing the other one not do as well as the other one, I guess it makes the other one happy. I don't know. Either way, the info that what? Is there something about a merchant? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I feel like usually when there's a whole bunch of talking, I don't fully get it. But this is something about a merchant, and then this is something about this person called Niklaus. That's another show. Let's say Nick. There's this cardinal, called Nick something, right? That's behind that's wanting to subjugate Tempest as an enemy of their god and whatnot. And he was, and Rahim wanted to, I guess, make points with this cardinal, and that's why he took it upon himself to do that or something or other like that. I don't know. And hearing that, excuse me. Hearing that, now you have the other nations saying that they were gonna, well, not the other nations, basically Herald and Gazelle. Basically, they were gonna announce to everyone that they have established diplomatic relationships with Tempest, so that if you see all these big kingdoms, doing business with Tempest and all of that, then it's gonna make the Western Holy Church think twice before trying to do anything against Tempest. So that's a plus, I guess. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna release the 3 prisoners, right? And they're gonna make it seem like Yomi is the one that's saved them, right? And bring him back to Falmouth, and then they're gonna start this civil war, with inside Falmouth. That's gonna lead to Yom becoming the king, right? And then when they were talking about Ramen, the others were like, I don't remember anyone in Falmouth called Ramen. There's a Razan that's like magical user and all of that. And Shion is like, he was part of the people that attacked Tempest and all of that. And then you had Raphael that's like, like he can control someone's body and whatnot. So they were like, so this Ramen is Razan? He's thinking about that, and the Muran is like, actually he's called Razan. So they're like, oh, so you have Razan and all of that. And then the way the others were talking about how strong he was and all of that, and then he turned and looked at Diablo, and he's like, so Diablo must be pretty strong to have been able to defeat Razan. And the way Diablo described Razan's strength, he's like, no, he's a weak or whatever, but something or other like that. So clearly Rimuru knew that he can, because if he releases these 3 people, right? Razan being one of them, and Razan having this strength, him sending Diablo there is gonna be able to counter Razan for sure. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna send you to with Yom back to Falmouth. And when he said that, at first he was like disappointed, and while she was like, hey, because she's gonna be like the only secretary there now or whatever, and Diablo doesn't want to be apart from Rimuru and whatnot. But as let me try to remember the way he phrased it, like let me see, something to destroy a nation. That's some confidence in our ability to destroy a nation. Oh my goodness. That's funny. So he's sending Diablo, with him, and he said that it might take a few years. So I don't know. Is Diablo gonna be there for a while? We're not gonna be. I don't know. I don't know how things are gonna go. Clearly, right now they're passing Yom and the others over there. But Rimuru is actually going after Clayman, right? So once they go, are we not going to be seeing them for a while? You know, I don't know. So they're doing that. Now, going back to the beginning, Ramiris, she woke up after she fainted, knowing that Veldora was alive. She was there reading manga, and they showed us the golem. Is that what it's called? That Rimuru made for her to replace the one that Ramiris had lost. I think it's called she's called Beretta. Right? And Beretta's trying to remind her of what they are actually there to do, like the warning and everything. But she's just there reading the manga, like she's so engrossed with it, and she's like, I can't wait to find out who she's gonna end up with. Clearly, it's clearly a love triangle of some kind. And because she's so like entranced with the manga, and Rimuru wants to know what the heck she's come to warn them about. He's like, okay, if you don't tell me why you are here, I'm gonna basically spoil the whole thing for you. And she immediately got up, and she was telling them, when they were mentioning Walpurgis, I'm like, I didn't fully get it, but clearly after this episode, Walpurgis is some kind of banquet tea party where it only happens when 3 demon lords ask for it. And then at the end of it, they make decisions and whatnot. So he called for Walpurgis, right? And he's making it seem like, okay, Carrion broke the what's it called? The non-aggression, I guess, act that was between the demon lords, making it seem like, okay, Carrion betrayed, basically revealed to Rimuru that Muran was working for him, and then Rimuru killed Muran because of it. And that's basically an impetus, I guess, for him to start a war, I guess, against Carrion and Rimuru. And that's why he's calling this Walpurgis or whatever. And as he was saying this, Rimuru is like, no, she's not there. I didn't kill her. Then they introduced her to Ramiris. And Ramiris was doing all these mental calculations. Oh my god, she's so funny. And she's like, oh, so Clayman is the bad guy. I'm like, girl, okay. And as she was telling Rimuru all of this, Rimuru was like, so not worried. And she's like, why are you not, worrying about any of this? And he said that Rimuru was declaring himself as a demon lord or something. Like she didn't know that he was a demon lord, but then now she knows. And then she's like, with your new power, there's really nothing to worry about. I don't know. And now she's like, okay. Oh, Rimuru asked her at one point, so why are you telling me all of this? And he said, because, if anything happens to you, I don't know what's going to happen to Beretta, and I don't want to lose Beretta. So, yeah. And then she's like, okay, I want to set up my entrance to the labyrinth, like right there in Tempest. And he's like, no. And is he gonna set it? I don't know. But okay, so basically, then what she came there to tell them was about Walpurgis happening, and Clayman trying to start a war with Rimuru and Carrion based on a lie and all of that. And then they went and was getting a bath, and then they came back to the meeting. And during the meeting, they were like, he summoned Soe and was asking him to tell them about Clayman's forces. And then they're like, okay, there's like 30,000 of Clayman's forces in Milim's territory, right? And they were being led by this middle finger called Yamza. He has this sword that I guess makes ice. He uses dirty tricks. Excuse me, but he's strong or something or other like that. And she also said that Yamza was part of the Five Fingers, and she listed the other three. Did she do the other three? And she said she was the ring finger, but now she's not. So now the Five Fingers is now the Four Fingers. Either way, Rimuru was like, okay, 30,000 is not really, like, if you want to start a war with us, 30,000 people is not really going to do you any good, So he's like, okay, is Tempest not the target of this attack? And then that's when they started thinking, and they're like, oh, it must be Eurazania, because there are a whole bunch of people there, and the main force of Eurazania, meaning the Biscuiteers and other people, are there in Tempest. So back in Eurazania, it's not really a fighting force kind of people that's there. So they are basically like, what's the term? Maybe sitting ducks, and they were wondering, okay, why is he going after Eurazania? And that's where, I don't know if it's the Great Sage that chimed in first, or if Rimuru figured it out himself, but he figured out that he was going to use those people to awaken as a true Demon Lord. So yeah, and then they're saying that there's only 2 days. Like he's going to be in Eurazania in 2 days. And they are not going to make it. At least the Biscuiteers said they were not going to make it back in time. So I don't know how they're going to stop that from happening. Since Rimuru can sort of like transport himself, is he going to go there by himself to try to stop Clayman, or what? Like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to episode 41, the link is going to be in the pinned comment, and just click on it and check it out, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Step into the grand tour. Step into the grand tour. Dragon Ball GT.